The scientific method is an empirical model that scientists follow across a variety of disciplines in order to acquire knowledge. In science, we don't just accept ideas because they are common sense, shared among a group, or because someone with expertise presents them. We create a study to test our hunches in a systematic way. There are a few general steps to the scientific method. Firstly, we make an observation. For example, you might observe that you feel a little more tense around exam time. Next, you generate a theory. You might hear that many of your friends feel the same way, so your theory might be that exams heighten anxiety. So then you make a prediction. We also refer to these as hypotheses, and they should be specific and measurable. For example, you might predict that students will have higher anxiety levels during the exam period compared to the beginning of semester when there are no exams. Once you have your hypotheses, you can design your study, measure your variables, and then analyze your data. This is when you get to determine whether your hunches were on the right track. So perhaps you found that there wasn't much of a difference between your groups, yet you know that you and your friends are experiencing higher anxiety. Now you have the opportunity to refine your theory. You might do some more research and thinking and decide that a third variable is involved: amount of study. Once again, we make predictions. So we might predict that anxiety will be higher during exam period for students who have dedicated few hours to study compared to those who have dedicated many hours to study. We can now measure all of our variables and examine our results again. And at this point, our data might allow us to conclude that anxiety is higher at exam time for students who engage in a little bit of study compared to those who complete a lot. But the important bit to remember here is that science and knowledge is a work in progress. As we get little pieces of evidence, we are able to generate theories that, we hope, get closer and closer to the truth. This is why it's not only important to build on existing theory to help us understand things in a new way, but also to replicate previous research and see if existing theories hold up in different times and contexts.